Welcome, everyone, to another presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports. Along with Steve Kerr and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the white team taking on the black team. Now a chance to check out our starting lineups. And as we take a look live here at the Kid, guys, what's your take?
You know what I love about this guy? I mean, he hates coming out of the game. He wants to play every minute of every game. And I think he's got the stamina to do it sometimes.
And, Steve, it's also really remarkable what a solid shooter he is, even in the presence of tough, sticky defense. He smoothly and calmly executes.
Boy, his free throw shooting, just another reason he's such a good all-around player.
That's good.
Little touch of class there, guys. The end of that play with the finger roll.
On defense, White. Passes it to Speedy. The dive for the ball. Stolen away. Here's Jay. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. The first free throw is good. Good on both. And here's the black team now. And there's the turnover. Pass going out of bounds.
Where was he going with that pass? I mean, that's just an awful turnover.
And so it's New York with it. Let's go quickly over to Doris Burke for an update.
Kevin, I had a chance to catch up with Scott Brooks. Relying on their outside marksmanship is one thing he's comfortable with in this matchup. He said that his team can go toe-to-toe with anyone in the league when it comes to shooting from distance, and that he won't pull the reins back on his shooters at all tonight, guys. We'll see how they go.
Doris, thank you. No, Clark, hard to create spacing without the three.
I agree there. I mean, I'd say it's almost impossible with the size and speed of players in this day and age.
Ibaka has the open look. Open jump shot off the mark. Pass to Speedy. Starks outside. A three-pointer is right on target. Starks has got himself on the board with three there.
Very well done. He is a confident, dynamic scorer.
Here's the franchise. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
The bulldozer, defended by Ibaka. Here's Durant. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got his first points in this one.
That's kind of his strong suit, the ability to find his way through the defense and finish at the rim.
Z, the pass to Howard. Here's Speedy. The three ball. Serge Ibaka pulls it in.
Boy, even though he missed, you can't give up that kind of a look very often.
Yeah, they're lucky that they didn't get burned on that one.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Jay. A three-pointer off the mark.
Tough to hit that shot when you got the defense right in your shirt.
Stolen by Durant. He lobs it up. It's tipped. In Loda.
Oh, that was awesome.
You have got to be kidding me.
Clark, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Did you get an assist and a field goal for that? I mean, that was ridiculous.
And that one's good. Well, Clark, we've seen the lead change hands quite a bit in this one.
Yeah, we sure have. I mean, it's been a bit of a windshield wiper game. I mean, back and forth, the lead has gone 5 times, so no one in clear control yet.
I think both teams feel like they can win. They both have confidence. So we'll see which team can kind of ride the momentum and take control of this game.
And right now, here's the white team. They trail by 1. And that basket's going to count, folks. Gets the goaltending call right there.
He got there late, but you do have to like the aggressiveness to go after the block. But that one's going to count.
And the crowd immediately letting the officials have it after that whistle.
A very unpopular call there.
Yeah, he had not established position.
You know, I prefer the refs to whistle with a block when in doubt. I thought that was a good call there.
He couldn't stay in bounds, and that's going to be a turnover.
Man, I don't know what happened right there. He just basically walked out of bounds.
The white team making a switch here. Perkins is checked in.
All the points these defenders are allowing inside is inexcusable. That's 5 baskets in a row, and they've all been practically lay-ins.
Yeah, they've got to harden and toughen up down there, guys.
Now the pass to Z, and he uses the glass on the layup.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
That's going to open things up for them on the perimeter going forward, Clark.
Here's Champ. Goes up high for the two-handed dunk.
You know, the defense that time was just content to stay out of the way. I mean, no resistance at all. They let him do exactly what he wanted to right there.
Steve, no one looked too anxious to take him on.
No, you know, guys, I think that speaks to his strength and his agility. He's not a guy you want to stand in the way of as a defender.
And right now, here's the white team. It's Durant on the wing. The 19-footer is on the money. Durant's got his second basket.
You know, there's no better sign of how efficiently a team is operating than their assist numbers. And theirs are fantastic.
It's just beautiful basketball to watch, Clark.
Those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten in the first half here.
And I think they should really continue to work it down low, Clark. That's really going to free up the rest of their offense.
Perkins with the bucket.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid dividends.
Yeah, it sure has, Clark. I mean, with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, they really haven't had to do much on the perimeter.
Starks, defended by Durant. It's tipped. Passes it to Speedy. With the lead pass. Just 5 on the clock. And there's the call on Perkins. That's his first foul. The franchise is checked in for Kendrick Perkins. 41 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Knocks it loose. Checked in for the Bulldozer. "32 seconds left here in the first quarter. Here's the franchise. Brewer grabs the board.
There was just enough defensive pressure to get him off balance and cause that shot to go awry.
Speedy, the pass to Howard. Here's Z. There's the block. Fast break, here they come. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Champ, the pass to the franchise. And some nice defense there to end the quarter. A good close contest. Well, it's been a tight one so far as we get the second quarter going back here. And what stands out to you from New York in this one?
Well, the thing they tried to establish right away was the presence down low. You look at the points in the paint. I think that's been the difference.
Yeah, and I like the fact, Steve, that they're not settling for the outside shots. I mean, go in there and get what you want. Keep attacking the rim.
Good. And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. We've got Durant. The franchise is out there with Ibaka. Then there's Jay, and it's Champ in at the 2 spot. Now let's go to Doris Burke. Doris.
Guys, as we know, Dwight Howard used to covet the big market. His friend Josh Smith had said he's addicted to being global. And Howard even admitted people were in my ear about being in a bigger place and bringing more dollars in. But nowadays, it's not about where you play. Unfortunately, I had to learn that lesson in front of the whole world. Kevin?
His image took a hit, Doris, but he's learned from it, obviously. Thanks. And Jay gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. The Bulldozer, he's checked in for Corey Brewer. Dishes it to Howard. Marked down low that time, and he got the 3-second call. Well, we've played just over a minute of basketball here in the second quarter. Pass to the franchise.
What a throw down there, man.
And he throws it down hard with one hand.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now.
Clark, there is a swagger out here on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either.
That's right.
Those are phenomenal dunks to watch. So much fun.
I'll tell you what, the defenders didn't even get a sniff of him on that move to the hoop.
To the paint. Here's Gary. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Counted. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Well, you talk about physically dominant big men. I don't think there's anybody in the league that can even come close to Dwight Howard. He's so fast for a man his size, and the things he does defensively just really separates him from the rest of the centers in this league.
Yeah, and that's why teams, I think, are draping themselves all over him every time he gets the ball inside. He has to deal with a lot of physical contact and fouls, and certainly has learned how to power through and finish when bumped on his way to the hoop.
To the middle. Here's Speedy. And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
He thought he had that one clean, but the ref saw it differently. They'll count the basket.
Here's Jay. Sinks the three-pointer. Jay's got 12 in the game.
It was a slow start for him, but he started to take off since we hit the second quarter, guys.
Jay's gotten it done so far from the field tonight, making 4 of his 6 attempts.
Boy, I love it. Active hands on the steal, active feet on the fast break.
And Clark power on the dunk.
And guys, this is just too close of a game to be giving the ball up like that and then failing to get back in transition.
And Jay gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, close, but I didn't think he got on balance quickly enough.
And it's hard to draw charges as quick as players are at this level. That's not an easy bit of work there.
Dion Waiters checked in for Champ. The pass to the Bulldozer. Waiters grabs the miss.
Usually if he gets to the rim, he's converting it into points. But the defense stood tall there. Boy, he threw out some punishment with that two-hand throwdown.
Well, now's the time to do it. Keep attacking that rim.
And it ends up out of bounds. And they retain possession.
Now, that pass had just a little bit too much heat on it for him to make a clean steal.
Yeah, I think it would have been a tough catch for either of them.
A shot by Starks, no good.
Tough three-point try there with a hand in his face.
Boy, you'd be lucky to make that one against great defense.
This has been a one-sided game in just about every area. The lead continues to grow.
Absolutely. Their offense and their D have been equal parts outstanding.
Here's the Bulldozer. Leads him in there. Great pass to set up the lay-in. And it's 6 points for Z.
Fantastic pass. He turned that one into a pretty easy basket for his teammate.
Quick shot there, and it's off target. And there's the foul. It's on the franchise.
That's his first
foul.
14 foul.
Z, the pass to the Bulldozer. Working on Ibaka. Stolen by Durant.
Well, great job preventing that ball from getting into the post. Might have been an easy 2 if he doesn't make that steal.
Waiters. And Ibaka slams it in.
Wonderfully instinctive play right there. Sense just where that rebound was going, and it becomes an easy two for him.
Well, Clark, maybe they've had too many easy buckets tonight.
Well, it's something that needs to change. I mean, they should not be getting all these easy dunks off offensive putbacks.
1:12 left in the second quarter. Pass to Waiters. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Rebounded by Howard.
The alley-oop is such a fun play to watch, but when it doesn't convert, it's probably the wrong choice.
I guess that makes that one a terrible.
Oh,
look out, man!
The rim is shaking. Wow, and that sort of showmanship is just deflating right now to a team trying hard to get back into this game like this.
Yeah, definitely a jam with emphasis. A big apostrophe or exclamation point. How about maybe even a question mark, partner?
Well, you know what the questions are about now? It's their defense, that's for sure. They got right to the rim, but got hammered once he got there by the defense.
That was a nice job taking it strong and forcing his way to the line. Well done.
The white team making a switch here. Collison's out there. 41 seconds left to play in the first half. Pass to Z. He dishes it to Starks. Not wasting any time and taking the shot and knocking it down. Starks has got 5. And the white team with possession. Here's Lamb. Kicks it to Ibaka. Jay. And the 3 off target. Smith, the pass to Z. It's good, the assist that time from Smith. And it's 9 points for Z.
You know, if you were only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would be ahead.
Outside Durant. Starks with the steal. Up in time. And so that's the end of the first half. The white team. Getting back to the action now. It's been a one-team show so far. We'll see if that changes here in the third.
Been a stellar outing in this one for Jay. 16 points and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
Well, and he's got this team in such a good groove right now. The way he's moving the ball and passing, getting everybody involved, they're in a great flow.
Z out there with Smith. Then there's Howard. Then there's Starks. And it's the bulldozer in at the 4 spot. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Kevin McHale.
You know what I love about Durant, Kevin, is the fact that he can be cruising along and then all of a sudden he'll just kick it into high gear. He gets his points quietly at times because it comes so effortlessly. But when the game's on the line, he can get hot and just bury you.
Steve, if you were just going to dream up a score, a machine-like, video game-like score, KD, Kevin Durant, is what you would come up with. Long, lean, can shoot it deep, ball skills, and the attitude and aggressiveness of a late-game closer.
It's stolen by Ibaka. Starks with the steal. Finds the bottom of the bucket from 13 feet out. Starks has got 7 points.
Whatever their plan was defensively that time, it didn't work. Not if it results in that shot.
Pass to Champ. And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Make it 2 hands for safety. That's what they say, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's right. You got it. And he was also safe with that dunk.
No reason not to be.
Might as well remove all doubt, right?
Well, this is how you completely rattle an opponent's rhythm.
Yeah, you know, such terrific on-the-ball defense to trigger the transition opportunity.
And it wasn't just a tough D, it was the exclamation point they put on the fast break with the slam. This has not at all been the kind of performance they've needed out of him. Everything's going right now. 4 for 5 shooting, 80%. They got their offense clicking.
And there's the call on Anthony Morrow. That is his first foul of the game. The franchise is checked in for Anthony Morrow. It's stolen. And oh, here comes Durant all alone. That's good. 16 points for Champ.
Defensively, I think they've got to do a better job of bodying them up.
Yeah, they're getting outclassed in the paint at both ends, really.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Brought back the finger roll. That's a nice finesse move to pull off with the defense all over it. Well, it started about a decade ago, but you would have to say that although the best players in the league might be wingmen, this generation is known for its point guard. There are a bunch of great ones out there, and that's pretty cyclical when you talk about the positions of dominance across the league throughout its history. It's been point guards, big guys, wingmen, and right now I think point guards is right there at the top of the heap.
Point guard, definitely a position where you can point to any number of players and say, Steve, they are the best player on their team.
Well, and what's funny is that there are so many different types still. I mean, pure playmakers, scoring guards, do-it-all kind of guys. But, you know, now if you don't have a point guard who's one of your better players, your team is going to be at a big disadvantage most nights.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Shot from the wing. Can't get it to go.
Major defensive lapse right there.
Hammer time.
Hammer time. Even when they're down, he's still looking to do the spectacular. And he pulled it off.
Well, maybe this is the best time to do it.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, now's when they need a little spark anyway.
Here's Starks. The offensive rebound. And it's Howard finishing it off.
Showing us a little force on that putback there.
Well, there was no way he was going to let that chance slip away.
No, sir.
Now, you got to love his positioning. As the shot went up, he anticipated that play.
Tries to save it. Starks with the steal. And here they come. Here's the lob to the hoop. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Here we go, one-on-one. So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up, and 2 shots coming up.
Really an extraordinary game for Champ. 16 points and also 3 nice steals.
I had no idea we'd be seeing a performance like this one today.
Totally dominant. I mean, pure domination.
Got a piece of it. Outside for Starks. Puts the lead pass in front of him. And he gets the bucket. 17 points for Speedy.
They've got to continue to put pressure on the defense by probing inside. That's what's really working for them.
And when you're doing the job they are inside, it takes pressure off the perimeter guy.
No problems knocking that one down. And it's now 22 points for Jay.
Well, you know, when they need a big 3, he's the guy they look to. He's about as reliable a deep threat as you're going to find.
And you know what? He's like a tank when he's coming down the lane. Lay into him as hard as you can. You're not going to be able to knock him off balance.
Here's Champ. How's that for an answer? Right back with the dunk.
Maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that.
And we know he's capable of those memorable dunks.
But, you know, they've got a nice lead. Don't take any chances. The simple one-hander is just fine.
Textbook example there of how to use defense to create offense.
Yeah, beautiful transition play after the steal all the way to the basket.
Wasted no time going from defense to offense.
And it feels like they're starting to pick up the intensity as the game itself starts to get a little more tight and close.
The numbers in their favor. Feeds it to Ibaka. Excellent D from Howard.
Had a pretty good look at the basket, but defensively they did a nice job rotating, forcing the miss.
Here's Z. Misses the 3. Here's the franchise. Oh!
Look out!
Watch
Oh, wow!
Assist from
The rim rattler.
Just a remarkable jam. These man's jaws are on the ground right now.
Yeah, that is Showtime stuff right there. Major highlight reel material.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock.
3 seconds.
And there's the 3-second violation.
Foolish play. I mean, he's got to be thinking out there while he's playing.
Well, the lead's only going to get bigger unless they shore up those mistakes. They got to tighten things up here.
Dwight Howard grabs the board. And the ball ends up out of bounds. They'll keep possession.
20 seconds.
2 on the clock. Knocked loose. Well through 3/4 of play. Down double digits it. Welcome back as we get ready to start the fourth quarter. Not exactly a nail-biter here, but you never know. Durant is out there with Ibaka. And there's Champ. And it's the franchise. And it's Jay in at the point.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And he does it as well as anyone. Tremendous skill in the air.
And there's the pass to Z. Drains it from beyond the arc.
He had one in the first as well. He can be dangerous. Keep an eye on him.
And right now, here's the white team. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. And that one's good.
That was some skill there. Nice use of the bounce pass.
Durant's gone a nice 5 of 6 shooting from the field. And the official signaled the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
Boy, it seems like he's gotten a little loose with it since halftime. His fingers may be a little slick or slippery. He went from no turnovers in the first half to quite a few here in the second. Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, a little frustrated now, shaking his head after that miss.
Well, one more and that's it. He'll be DQ'd, disqualified. He's got to be able to defend without picking up that last disqualifying foul.
And both free throws good for Starks. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Jay, the pass to Champ. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
He has really shot the ball extremely well, as you'd expect. Like we say, he's been making sweet string music all day long.
Starks. Cans the shot from the wing. Starks has got 4 this quarter. Starks has gotten 5 shots to fall in 8 attempts. Here's Champ. Passes it to the franchise. And that one is hammered home.
Took the safe route there. Wasn't about to do anything that would get him in trouble on that one.
Nope. Up and in with one hand, the most basic finish possible.
And yet he still made it look pretty good.
First quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. On deep. That's good. And now it's up to 25 points for Jay.
You can't leave him alone, especially from long range.
Starks with it. Guarded now by Durant. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
At the line for 2.
And what a game for Speedy. He's got 17 points and 5 assists. The assists have been coming for him, along with putting some numbers up from the foul line, too.
Yeah, very unselfish play from him. He's been really a tremendous factor in this game.
The franchise passes to Jay. Offline with his 3.
Well, that defense went from poor to no defense at all.
Well, you don't see him miss that shot very often. When he's open like that, it's usually lights out. Tough call there and a tough break for the defense.
But, you know, I think you could still see him kind of sliding in there. I don't have a problem with the call.
The rebound by Ibaka.
I like the work there, contesting that shot. It looked like it was going to be easy, but they forced the miss.
You know what? He got it in close, but couldn't finish in traffic. Boy, he wanted everybody in the building to know who threw that one down.
Hanging on the rim is, I guess, one way to do it.
Well, it's the best way to do it, as long as you don't get teed up, I guess. These guys know each other well, clearly, because that was a beautiful pass.
Pass to Champ. The finger roll finish at the bucket. Champ's got 16 here in the second half.
He's played an important role in their offense today, guys. Without him, they may not be in the league.
Serge Ibaka pulls it in. Here's White. 17-point game. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Starts the pass to the Bulldogs. And a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam. Great game for him. Double-double now. 10 points and 10 rebounds. To the inside. Here's Starks. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Starks has got 8 points in the quarter.
Well, sometimes when you're at a height disadvantage, that's the way to attack. Go right at your defender.
Shot on the wing. You know what? The black team going the other way with it.
He just has not been able to get into that groove yet, guys, but as a whole, it hasn't affected them too much.
He passes it to Speedy. And there's the foul. It goes on Serge Ibaka. That's it for him. He's fouled out of the game.
That could have major consequences, Kevin. With this game still in question, it's really a tough time to lose it.
The white team making a switch here. Perkins is checked in. And here's the fast break. Durant leading the way. Here's the franchise. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark.
This quarter has not been his best. The defense may be starting to affect him a little bit.
Gary. Off on the layup. And
Wow, that was unbelievable.
look at that.
How about that?
Look at that.
This game's over, guys. I think we can say that with certainty.
Yeah, I agree with you there. We have officially reached garbage time.
Back to Starks. There's the pass to Speedy. Kept alive. Outside for Starks. Passes to Z. Tries again.
Two shots.
First one falls for him. And good on the second, so he makes them both. There's 42 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Champ. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. And the black team with possession here. Trailing by 13.
Yeah, he got whacked. Shouldn't be much debate on that one.
Yeah, that was as straightforward as it gets, guys.
And he knocks down the first one. And so he makes both from the line. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Clark, and they can just let the clock run out here.
No argument with that W.
And there's a whistle. That goes on Z. That'll be his second foul of the game. Black team on defense. 11-point game. Left side Durant. Lots of room. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call. Now Starks. Durant with the steal. He passes to the franchise. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. Here's Speedy. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits. And so the road team gets the W in this one. Both teams played well, but these guys had the edge.
Yeah, I think so. They were just steak knife sharp. Very on top of their game here.
Well said. Well, that'll do it. For Doris Burke, Steve Kerr, and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan saying so long. We'll see you next time. And as we leave, we give you our Jordan Player of the Game, Jay.
Another one of them flip mode joints. Bust around, y'all. Word mother, y'all. Check it out, y'all. Just sing to the left, sing to the right.